process or consent to be recorded by staying in the meeting. This is in consonance with the policies set by the Data Privacy Commission of the Republic of the Philippines. During the conduct of the online open house, please mute your microphone and we encourage you to turn your cameras on for our online interaction. For your questions, suggestions, or to share your thoughts and experiences, you may use the chat box or comment section. You may also send your message directly to a specific office, which can best respond to your question. Kindly indicate your child's incoming grade level in your message. Rest assured that all data will be handled in accordance with existing rules and laws of the government. We at Lourdes School of Mandaluyong steadfastly believe that character is key for a joyful and meaningful life journey. That is why we remain firmly resolved to equip our students with those enduring qualities that will help them persevere in faith, hope, and lives marked by love and charity, and for them to have the strength and integrity to face whatever life holds for them even beyond school. With that, we will start our morning with a prayer to be led by Master Luis Nicolas S. Caro of Grade 1 Service.
Good morning, everybody. Let us remember that we are in the holy, loving presence of God, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Father of the poor and Lord of the weak, come to you as a journeying community. We thank you for giving us supportive parents, loving teachers, and caring classmates who are always present whenever we feel that we are alone. For our school, which serves as a second home, guide us in order to reach our dreams. We thank you for the opportunities to become like the Son, the Lord Jesus Christ, who is the real joy of our souls. May the Holy Spirit lead us to a green pasture where we shall worship you as our Lord. Our brother, we ask through the same Christ our Lord. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, and now at the hour of our death. Amen. Glory to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and will be forever. Amen. Our Lady of Lourdes, pray for us. Saint Francis of Assisi, help us to become like Christ. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Master Caro, for that wonderful prayer. Laudician education is quality Catholic education. Our Seraphic Father, Saint Francis of Assisi, exemplifies our philosophy of life and education, that is, becoming like Christ. He serves as our inspiration in our journey of faith as we follow the examples of Jesus Christ, whose mission on earth was to share peace and goodness to all. Laudicians embrace the call and commitment to profess this worthy pursuit, which is the goal of our school community. With that, our rector, Reverend Father Cesar F. Acuin, OFM Capuchin, will now give his welcome address.
Welcome to the open house of Lourdes School of Mandaluyong. Beloved parents, guardians, and inquirers, This beloved institution has a long-standing tradition of forming Christian gentlemen in the spirit of St. Francis of Assisi, gentlemen characterized by holiness, excellence, and service. But this coming school year, we intend to focus on three thrusts towards our Lourdesian education that we hope will make it even more timely and relevant. The first thrust is Christian leadership. We want to form our Lourdesians to becoming Christian leaders according to example of Jesus the Good Shepherd. Many of our alumni have become leaders both in the private and government sectors and even in the ecclesiastical sphere. But what we want to include in this formation is that we want also our Lourdesians to be good Christian heads of families, faithful husbands, loving fathers, because they too are leaders of their family. We hope to instill in them the value of balancing work and family life so that they will not exaggerate on success in the work field to the detriment of their family life. The second trust is gospel brotherhood. This concept of kapatiran is something that makes us unique because we are following the ideals of gospel brotherhood according to the Capuchin Franciscan tradition. We look at kapatiran from the lens of St. Francis of Assisi. And that is why we intend to form our Laodiceans to becoming good brothers to their siblings, to be good brothers to the wider community, good brothers to their fellow classmates in the school. But we also intend to form them that they become brothers to all, especially to the poor, because that has been an inspired tradition of Franciscan spirituality. And as you all know, St. Francis also, as patron of ecology, regarded every creature as his brother and sister. And so we hope to form our Lourdesians to be brothers to all creation. The third trust is Marian spirituality. We are Lourdes schools, and therefore we want to instill in our Lourdesians a love for Mary and to follow her example, especially in the area of humility, simplicity, prayer, and intercession. We want our Lourdesians to capture the spirit of Mary because Mary is Christ's most perfect disciple. And we hope that they will have a love for Mary, hopefully by showing their love for women in general. And so, dearly beloved, come, welcome to Lourdes School. Join us in this journey of educating your children. Whatever investment you will do for your sons will be an investment to last past your lifetime. Thank you very much, Pax at Bonum.
Thank you, Father Cesar. Laodicean education forms and brings to the world gentlemen of character, people who embrace correct and responsible decisions and are fervent in following the footsteps of Christ in everything that they do. Anchored in faith, even if these individuals may not be perfect, they rise should they falter and persevere to better themselves every step of the way. Mr. Peter Patrick Garcia, our Planning, Research, and Human Resource Development Officer, will now welcome you to our Laodicean home as he gives us a glimpse of how Laodicean education is.
Good morning and Pax et Bonum. For more than 60 years, Lourdes School of Mandaluyong has been one of the centers of excellence in basic education, not only in Mandaluyong but in the entire country. This is testified by the different organizations and agencies recognizing the programs and practices of the school. statutory requirements and recognitions through the Department of Education, as seen in the excellent ranking of Lourdes School in National Achievement Tests. The school is accredited by the Private Education Committee or PEAC that provides government assistance to students to maintain the quality and standards of the school. The institution is accredited by the Federation of Accrediting Agencies of the Philippines or FAAP through the Philippine Association of Accredited Schools, Colleges, and Universities or PAASCU. This accreditation of Lourdes School from PAASCU is our unwavering commitment towards maintaining excellence in all our activities, programs, and projects. Our commitment towards quality Catholic education is seen in our active participation and collaboration with other Catholic institutions in the Catholic Educators Association of the Philippines. To further strengthen and solidify our resolve towards the formation of our boys and young gentlemen, the school joined the International Boys Schools Coalition, a worldwide organization that promotes the best practices of schools that provide all male education. All these organizations and agencies serve as testaments to our desire of giving all the best for your sons. Also, our graduates would best speak of the kind of education that we provide. Our sons of Lourdes are Christian leaders, brothers to all, Marian in spirituality, peacemakers, community builders, and proactive Filipino citizens. They have not only made marks in our society, but have provided the standards in the different fields in medicine, law, engineering, business, retail, military service, governance, and international affairs. We are boasting about these achievements, and we are sharing to you that Rhodesian education can be one of the best gifts that you can give your sons and the best investment that you can provide for their future. We are proud to say that Rhodesian education is quality education, an education that forms them to be the best version of themselves. We form your sons to be men of holiness, excellence, character, and service. And we look forward in meeting you here in Lourdes School of Mandaluyong as one of our valued partners in the formation of your sons. Your role as parents is indispensable in the total holistic development of your son. Thus, Lourdes School will be your able partner in the preparation of a bright future for your sons. Our dear parents, our future parents, our able partners, welcome to your new home, Lourdes School of Mandaluyong, Pax et Bono. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you so much, Sir Peter. Indeed, Lerdicians are not only equipped with the essential knowledge and skills that will prepare them for a lifelong career. More importantly, we form their character and attitudes, guided by Franciscan spirituality, which aids them in creating responsible decisions and fostering positive relationships with others. Hence, as living proof, we will let our students speak for us. We have invited a set of students and faculty to share with everyone their experiences as a Lerdician and how it has helped them with their holistic development. We begin with Master Miguel Luis Lopez of Grade 5 Gentleness.
Good morning! I am Miguel Luis B. Lopez. I am a grade 5 student from the section Gentleness. I would like to welcome the parents, guardians, and our new brothers that will soon join the Lourdes School of Mandaluyong. Letting me join our beloved school is one of the best decisions my parents made for me. Because of LSM, I can proudly say that I continue to grow and mature as a true Christian leader. For the last 6 years, I learned, along with my brothers, the true meaning of fraternal charity and what gospel brotherhood is all about. Caring and looking out for one another while we nurture and strengthen our core values of simplicity and minority is a true testament and manifestation of Laodicean brotherhood. Without even realizing it, I was able to apply this in my everyday life, what LSM has inculcated to me. I just did not become a good person, but a true Christian and a son of God. In pursuit of excellence, hardships, and difficulties are parts of it. But because of the continuous guidance and proper mentoring of our teachers and moderators, the journey was a true combination of grit and joy. I can proudly say that more than academic excellence achievements that I have received in the past couple of years, becoming a true Lordician is my greatest achievement. Incorporating in my heart and mind of what I have learned is what is truly important in my journey of becoming a man of honor and excellence. At the present, all of us are very hopeful that we are nearing the endemic stage of COVID-19. But during its peak, I could say that it is one of the most difficult times of being a student. Adjustments and a new learning curve were needed to cope up with this sudden change. As a Lordician, I was very thankful that our facilitators, moderators, and all of our school personnel were very mindful, creative, and hardworking that they did their best for us students to be able to adjust accordingly. Their patience and wisdom made us walk through this difficult journey together. We were able to adjust, adapt, and continue to learn. It is one of the most difficult times, no doubt, but it is one of my proudest times of being a Lordician. Lourdes School of Mandaluyong is continuing to build a community of masters bonded with brotherhood that is rooted with gospel values. Each of us are being taught to pursue excellence and wisdom. But it's not all about being excellent in academics. What I like the most is how our school combines our activities to be fun and at the same time engaging. Yearly activities such as Siglakas, Family Day, intramurals, and all the other fun-filled activities are the events that I am looking forward to every year. The school is not only aiming for us to gain the knowledge that we have to acquire, but also providing us the opportunities and avenues to showcase our talents and skills. So, for the parents and guardians that are here with us this morning in this open house activity, you are already on the right track. Just by being here, you are already in your first step in introducing your son to the best school for them. You just open to them the path so they can personally discover the marvelous journey of achieving the true success. And with so much anticipation, we are very excited to welcome our new batch of brothers, the new masters of Lourdes School of Mandaluyong. Thank you and Pax et Bonum.
Hello, hello. Good day and Pax et Bonum to all our visitors. Welcome to Lourdes School of Mandaluyong Open House presentation. Today is my pleasure to present to you all our school philosophy and action towards academic life. Some of you may be wondering what LSM can offer to you and how it is to be a Lourdesian. So I am here to present to you some of my experiences. Let me introduce myself first. I am Hans FNG Abantao II, a current grade 9 student at Lourdes School of Mandaluyong. I have been here for 3 years since COVID-19 started. I am the one to witness how the school strives and thrives during the new normal. Like you, I had some doubts and I was looking for assurance on how my academic journey will become in Lourdes School of Mandaluyong. However, those doubts changed. And I am here to share with you those doubts and how they were answered during my stay here in Lourdes School of Mandaluyong. First, I wasn't sure about the kind of culture LSM had. I was looking for a student-friendly community. But when I entered LSM, I got to say to all, peace and all good, pax et bonum. In LSM, everyone treats each other as fellow brothers in Christ. Second, I also wondered about the academic and non-academic life. Will LSM provide me with quality education I was looking for? Knowing the services being offered, such as guidance, discipline, health services, and tutoring services, I knew that LSM provided me quality Catholic education. Additionally, I wondered about the academic community's approachability. Are teachers approachable? Yes, they are. Teachers in LSM are approachable, and there are subject collaborators that are willing to help students communicate with their teachers. In terms of non-academic activities, students are also having fun through the different school programs and social events that promote solidarity and camaraderie. In general, I knew that LSM accepted everyone wholeheartedly. Now, these are what you may also like about LSM. First, LSM is a well-established Catholic institution, specifically a Franciscan Capuchin institution. In LSM, we inculcate the Franciscan values of becoming like Christ and being a brother to all, emphasizing the values of gospel brotherhood, being a brother in Christ, minority being a lesser brother, and Christian leadership being a servant makes the school stand out among other schools. Additionally, our school also pursues academic scholarship and discipline. This school has taught me how to be realistic and to see things from a better perspective. It has also trained us to succeed with 21st century skills and manifest Christian values. The school has also inspired us with different professionals and professions on which career paths to choose. We also have activities such as alternative learning classes, career conventions for the SHS, and career counseling to help us process our thoughts and feelings about the future. Now, what are the subjects being offered in LSM? First foremost is Christian Living and Values Education, or CLVE, which has an area goal of being in solidarity with the poor. Our CLVE explains stories regarding the Catholic faith. It explains the dignity of the human person in connection with the modern era. It has taught me personally how to be a brother to all and how to manifest Christian values in daily application. Next is mathematics, which has an area goal of thinking beyond concepts and processes. Our mathematics here in LSM develops problem-solving skills. But what makes it so special is that our mathematics here uses real-life situations to explain mathematical concepts. So we're going beyond concepts and processes, not just in paper. Next is our science and technology, which has an area goal of nurturing responsible stewardship. Our sciences here teach the principles of the universe, but especially in LSM, our science relates these principles with our social commitments, especially our commitments to ecology and to the environment. Our next subject is English, which has an area goal of forging understanding through communication. English improves our language skills, which may be written or oral. What is the approach of LSM here? So I've experienced writing many informative essays, persuasive essays, and there are also organizations such as the Link or the school newspaper, which would really hone the student or which really honed me to become a better writer in poetry, in essays, in narratives, etc. Next is our Filipino, which has an area goal of pagpapahalaga sa diwang Pilipino sa pamamagitan ng mabisa at masining na pagpapahayag. Our Filipino subject helps us realize societal problems and become more active citizens. Our Filipino subject cultivates an understanding and the significance of Filipino values through language and literature. Especially here in LSM, we have Filipino tutoring services that we can provide for students. Next is our social studies, which has an area goal of molding service-oriented citizens. Our social studies here, such as Asian history, world history, economics, and global citizenship, help us become more active citizens in a national and global perspective. Next is our technology and livelihood education, demonstrating competencies and desirable work attitudes. What does our technology and livelihood education have? As a student, we've experienced businesses, which involves business management and accounting, drafting, which includes drawing from a perspective, computer, which has the use of some web tools, and even web development or website development, and electronics. These competencies are really important for student skills in the future. And it helps us create desirable work attitudes and habits. Next is our music, arts, physical education, and health, and our MAPE subject, which has an area goal of promoting lifelong fitness, wellness, artistic expression, and cultural wellness. Our MAPE here promotes individual expression and creativity. MAPE through music and arts helps students understand different cultures, whether in the Philippines, whether in Asia, or whether in the world. Next, in MAPE, we also have enrichment classes, which may involve the improvement of JHS student skills necessary for senior high school. Additionally, for MAPE, I would also like to add that students become active through sports and exercise. These sports may include soccer, swimming, basketball, and volleyball. Now, what are the different strategies done by LSM community that I have experienced? First, I experienced teachers designed performance tasks, which are based on real life situations which honed my skills and integral values. There are also PETA integrations with different subject areas, which made me realize how one lesson is related to the other. Next, we also have performance-based assessments, which are crafted based on the student's capability aligned with practical applications. Our exams are not just on paper. The students really have to, I really have to present I understood the lesson practically. How to do this, how to do that in some subject areas. Additionally, LSM also taught us how to be a part of a community during group tasks. Everyone's participation is always encouraged. Every student needs to participate in group tasks. And we also have our academic month celebrations, which are held to build emphasis on the subject's real-life applications and make students have fun during the entire school year. MST month is a sure example of fun. During MST month or Math, Science, and TLE month, in one activity, we were asked to learn math tricks and apply them in Zoom with an open camera, hands held up high, and eyes on the screen. How we use those math tricks must be done in a short amount of time. It was fun and interesting, a memorable experience indeed. We also have other celebrations such as the Buwan ng Wika at Kasaysayan, the English month, the Rosary month, On trams, Siglakas, and by for the SHS culminating activity, we also have Christmas celebration activities which are student-led. Now, also as a Catholic institution, our school teaches us the value of participating in Catholic traditions, such as going to Mass, having a monthly community Mass is a part of our academic life. Additionally, we also have plenty of reflections. LSM uses subjects to relate academic life with personal decisions, and reflections are one way to learn our lessons because we contemplate what was said in the Mass and what was learned in the subject in a practical perspective and in a spiritual perspective. Also, LSM recognizes sports activities as a part of our well-being. Students that are into sports could join the various varsities of our school. Currently, our school basketball ranked on top in a basketball competition. Our teams in LSM receive trophies. LSM also recognizes students who pursue other sports competitions individually. They even recognize my own sport of fencing. And additionally, LSM is also inclined to academic competitions as well, winning many competitions. This is one example as you can see in the screen. These are just some of the many enjoyable academic activities in LSM that I am sure you will also love. Truly, the two core mottos, becoming like Christ and being a brother to all, make LSM stand out among other schools. That is LSM's academic life. Thank you for listening, and Pax et Bonum.
Thank you, Hans. Now let's listen to Master Jeremy Lantin for his testimonials on co-curricular and extracurricular activities.
Good day to you all. I am Jeremy Lantin, a STEM student from the class of grade 11 Blessed Jose Maria of Manila. After almost 12 years of being a student in this institution, I can say that I have been molded into the person I am today. And one aspect of school life that is essential to the individual's development of their identity, passion, and character is its extracurricular activities. And Lourdes School of Mandaluyong offers just that. In its mission of forming men of excellence and character, the school offers several opportunities for its students to find their passions, improve on their skill sets, and unlock their potentials. It offers a wide range of interest clubs, sports varsities, and school organizations, and even opportunities for showcase of talents and skills throughout of school and at times international competitions. I, for one, am currently a member of the Lourdesian Film Circle Club, post-production staff in the Lourdes Loop, the social media team, a member of the Science Honor Circle, assistant editor-in-chief in The Link, the official school publication, and was formerly the junior high school president of the student government, the Supreme Student Council. I was also able to participate in a number of out-of-school programs and even international contests, one of which is the University of the Philippines Return on Investment Case Competition and UTELARA, an international case study contest wherein I competed with students from Indonesia and Thailand and bagged the Most Creative Solution Award. These activities greatly helped me in the discovery of my own identity and personality. My leadership roles in several organizations in particular were some of the most character-building experiences I had the honor to be a part of. It helped me find my passions, improve on my strengths and weaknesses, and learn to work with others. Not to mention, I was also able to apply all that I have learned from these extracurriculars and boost my academic performance. Here in LSM, rest assured, your sons will be able to explore their interests and express themselves fully. Whether he be a man of sports, a man of literacy, or a Christian leader, Lourdes School of Mandaluyong is the best partner for your child's development.
And now it's not just our students who have something to say. From the point of view of our formators, let me now welcome Mr. Loren Robertson Tolentino and Ms. Mia Mandevilla for the testimonials of our formators.
Good morning, everyone. Okay po, good morning our administrators, our colleagues, my colleagues of course, and for our partners. I'm not saying potential na po, no? But partners na. Diretso na po tayo sa partners. May I know who are our parents here who are very much interested in our school? Can I get a heart react lang po? Just a simple heart react. Para I can know you're still with me. Okay, anyway, sige pa, let's start already. So, allow me to share my screen. All right. So, good morning once again, mommies and daddies. So, my question first will be, how do you envision your son to be in the future? I'm pretty much sure that you all have this idea in mind of what you want your sons to be in the years to come. Might be about which profession to choose or career and being financially stable or happily settled in their own families, right? And ultimately, as parents, we all want our children, our sons in particular, to be prepared, equipped, settled, secured, bago natin sila iwan, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so how do you want them to turn out as fully grown men? So by the way po, welcome to Lourdes School of Mandaluyong, Pax et Bonum everyone. Beloved partners, mommies and daddies, welcome to LSM, an exclusive school for boys. By the way, I am Mr. Loren Robertson M. Tolentino, currently a junior high school science and technology teacher for grade 8 and also a senior high school teacher for General Physics 2 of the STEM strand. So today, allow me to share with you my life as a teacher in LSM and how we mold competent and morally upright men in partnership with Lourdes School of Mandaluyong. To start with, as a science and physics teacher, as a science and physics teacher, teaching my subject requires a lot of preparation. It's not the easy subject. A clear instruction, of course, follow up, and moreover, the facilities and resources to support effective science learning. Now, teaching science has been very much enjoyable for me. Once at the start of my teaching in the school, since the school already has an established and continuously evolving system and practices in terms of academic instruction. In my first year of teaching before, it was not difficult to adapt as curriculum, outlines, syllabi are already provided for me. So I can already focus on my task, on my content. Subject area practices and expectations from both teachers and the learners are clearly informed to us by our coordinators. Learning resources and materials are well provided in coordination with the Instructional Media Center or our library. So it was very helpful for me in preparing my lessons. In addition, of course, in science, we have our experiments. Don't worry because experimental laboratory facilities are very much available. So I was able to maximize my creativity in planning for my weekly science lessons. And of course, your son may experience that should you choose to or should you enroll your son with us. Now, in my ongoing years of teaching in LSM, I really can say that the school expects from its teachers a culture of excellence and at the same time being very supportive of our endeavors for professional growth. I was actually amazed before as to how the school has established a community that really values excellence and professionalism. Minsan, ikaw na lang yung mahihiya na to work in your best way because the colleagues or my colleagues have a high sense of professionalism. Teaching and extracurricular responsibilities given to us are highly accepted with positive disposition and are ensured to be executed well with, of course, excellence. Big word, excellence. I was able to focus on mastering my subject content during my first year because I was very much assisted by my colleagues. Aside from which, the school values continuous professional development of its employees, which is very much evident in the population of teachers with postgraduate degrees and those pursuing higher level of studies. Up to now, my coordinator and of course our administrators have been very much supportive of me as I continue, and hopefully by next year, I'm really praying for that, to finish my master's degree in science education. As for our students, I'm sure you're looking after this. So enough about my professional life and my teaching life. So let's talk about the students, your sons. So as for our students, I really can say that the school values your son's education, especially in terms of their academic performance. And why do I say so? Academic deliberations are regularly being conducted twice every quarter, the mid-quarter and the final deliberation, to discuss each of the students' academic status with all of the concerned teachers and with administrators. So the reports we get from that discussion, status, and suggested actions. The very important thing will be the suggested actions are being immediately updated to you, our dear parents, no? Through parent-teacher conferences, as this is one of our ways to ensure you that we are working collectively, not just me. I'm going to have parent-teacher conference with you, but I'm saying this in the perspectives of the different teachers. So we are working hand in hand in the formation of your sons. Not not only the spiritual welfare, but most importantly, the academic welfare of your sons. In terms of academic difficulties, what I really like most is that the school provides opportunities and interventions to help our students with academic difficulties to cope up and improve their performance. Upon recommendation by the subject teacher, academic assistance or tutorial programs are being offered in the school, facilitated by my fellow colleagues, which are scheduled during afternoons. I really find this helpful because I can personally keep track of my students' progress through my colleagues and also directly inform them on specific competencies they need consistent practice and follow up. As an example, since my colleague is tutoring one of my students, I can directly inform the tutor which competency ang kulang. For example, the electron configuration. I can clearly state that, Miss, pwede bang paki-focus naman dito? So we can help, no? Not only me, but it's teamwork. It's a collaboration with other teachers as well to help your sons, and if ever they will be having academic difficulties, to cope up, especially in difficult subjects. And then aside from which, are individual conferences with low performing students, provision for additional exercises. Of course, different learners have various learning styles, so we have differentiated instruction, weekly consultation to follow up on students' progress, and rendering extra time to teach difficult topics during FTC or online afternoon sessions. Honestly po, to tell you the truth, it's quite a handful on my part, no, on the part of the teacher, given that I do not only handle one section with different and specific needs. But then again, I understand that these are specified ways of the school to help the learners through exhausting all necessary efforts, just so our boys can maximize their learning experience in LSM. It might require additional efforts on our end, but in the latter part or in the end, it's really worth the time. At this point, I hope you can still allow me to share a little naman po about my role as an advisor of a class. So aside from teaching loads, I was also given the opportunity of handling advisory sections as well, which is so much different in doing regular duties as a subject teacher. Being an advisor is like parenting. That's what I've learned. Every day I have to look after my advisory class, give reminders, be with them in all activities of the school, and somehow become personally involved in their matters because I need to know where they are coming from. I need to be aware of how they are students in school, their characteristics, and of course their backgrounds at home so that I can fully understand why they are doing or why they're having such behaviors. So in my first year as an advisor, I always had help from my fellow advisors in the level. And most importantly, there is an established and strong partnership with the Office of the Assistant Principal for Discipline. The office of the discipline and us, the teachers, always work together in maintaining regular updates on the boys' attendance and their daily class behavior through our regular LCAV, Lurdisian Character and Values Deliberations, where behavioral concerns are professionally discussed. No? Para po siyang conduct deliberations for decision making of corrective or preventive actions. So far in my experience, I can positively say that the school provides a safe environment for the boys. You do not have to worry about that. It's really a safe environment. Yes, there will be concerns, pero mostly little. Syempre po, you know what boys are, or how boys are. Kulit bata or kulit ng boys. And another thing po about being an advisor is looking after not only the physical environment, but also for the mental health of the students. The past 2 years or during the onset of the pandemic, it's not very easy for us, especially for the students. Even now, the effects of it can be felt through some boys who became unmotivated to study, unable to cope up with the tasks in school, and adjusting to changes from purely online to face-to-face classes. It was never easy, especially in the part of the children. But what helped us through these kinds of challenges is the constant coordination with the guidance office. I personally, as an advisor, am thankful for the guidance team since they have programs to address mental health concerns by having regular individual routine interviews. So they will be asking us, can I excuse Master ganito or Master to? Ako na lang for example, Master Tolentino. I would just like to talk to him. Yun, kakamustahin lang po nila. And then actually, they are checking up already on the students, so they will know how to address the problems being encountered by the students. So they'll be opening referral services, and of course, if needed, if badly needed, collaborating with outside professionals and experts. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, the guidance is, ano tawag dito? Affiliated with, hindi siya tulay lingap. Sir Mike, what do we call that?
Lingap Diwa.
Lingap Diwa. Lingap Diwa. So through these routine interviews, the boys openly share their feelings to the guidance counselors. Actually nga po, mas nag-open up pa sila sa ating guidance counselors instead of the advisor. Kasi on my part, syempre, natatakot sila na i-inform ko kayo at susumbong nila. Pero mas confident sila to the help of the guidance counselors. So the guidance counselors become good source of information on how to properly address the problems of the boys, which are then properly informed to us and to you, our dear parents. So for some of my students naman po with special needs, I have also been regularly keeping close communication with the assigned guidance counselor of my level. That's why concerns and special needs are oftenly addressed, immediately addressed. So going back to my first question in the beginning, how do you want your sons to turn out as fully grown men? I chose to stay in an exclusive school for boys because as a male teacher, actually this is one of my advocacies. I because I know I also was once in the perspectives of your son. I know I can provide examples and experiences as a man in helping your sons to turn out as responsible adults and morally upright men. So, mommy and daddy, on a final note, I would like to see you all next year or next school year also your sons in junior high school. If there will be something I would like to ask from you, should you choose to enroll your son in our school, is to always be open for collaboration and communication with us. Because I firmly believe that it takes a village to raise a child. And I know that we can effectively raise good men through each other's help. As a teacher, I tend to be very hands-on with the boys because I see it as a common practice of my fellow colleagues and see to it that I provide regular updates to you as to how the boys are doing in school. In doing so, it gives me a certain sense of pride seeing the boys change little by little from the time they started the school year up to the end of the school year. So this we would like to do to your sons, to be very hands-on, to be very particular with their behavior, and of course, to be in so much collaboration with you. Should you choose should you choose our school to be your son's second home? But then again, this is teamwork. Raising your sons to be good men is a mutual responsibility. So allow us to be your partners in forming your sons. Allow us to help your sons become competent adults. And of course, someday, responsible fathers. So that's all po. Thank you very much for giving us your time and Pax et Bonum.
Good morning and Pax et Bonum. I am Mrs. Mia Cristina Wyman de Villa, and I have been teaching at Lourdes for 15 years. Lourdes School of Mandaluyong is a Catholic, Filipino, and Marian Capuchin Franciscan school that is committed to provide quality Catholic education to prepare young men to become fully integrated Christian persons. LSM provides both co-curricular and extracurricular activities anchored in Catholic faith that will help enhance the holistic development of our students. LSM provides the highest quality of Catholic education and develops students' character that value joy, peace, brotherhood, and solidarity. The students are engaged in various learning experiences that hone them physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually. Laerdicians enjoy both co-curricular and extracurricular activities, for they are empowered to become academically excellent and good Christian leaders. We offer programs that allow them to demonstrate their acquired skills and express their talents. We have various solidarity activities that allow them to interact, socialize, and most of all, develop love and service to others. We offer sports program that develops the value of teamwork, brotherhood, and camaraderie. Through this kind of formation our school offers, we produce graduates who contribute to our society and manifest the teachings of Christ in thoughts, words, and deeds.
And now to give us an overview of the other auxiliary programs of Lourdes School of Mandaluyong, let me present to you Masters Jensel Libonao for the sports program, Wayne Kagatin for the facilities, and Master Gianni Pancho for the spiritual development.
Michael Jordan, one of the all-time greatest NBA players, once said, "Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion." A pleasant day to you all, Pax et Bonum. I'm Jedsel Gabriel Bilibunao, a grade 11 ABM student of Lourdes School of Mandaluyong. Many of my peers, and even formators in school, know me for being that student who does it all. I'm the creative and human resource head of the Lourdes Loop, the official communications organization of the school, the photography head of the Link, LSM's official publication, and a member of the Business Honors Circle. As shocking as it may seem, I'm fortunate to carry all these whilst being a student with high honors and a player of the Lourdes School basketball team. With all that said, managing the said responsibilities is no easy task, as it calls for sacrifice, perseverance, and strong faith in God. I am more than blessed to have a school that empowers me to go beyond the limitations that I have set for myself, ultimately leading me to achieving my full potential. To be completely honest, all my achievements can be attributed to how LSM has formed its students to be men of excellence and character on and off the court. Being a member of the LSM Griffins does not only allow me to develop my skills in basketball, as it also serves as a platform to hone the value of Franciscan brotherhood and minority in the form of virtues such as joy, peace, simplicity, and humility. This is the differentiating factor that separates a Laurentian athlete from others. Indeed, competitiveness is still burning in our hearts, and it truly translates into our game. But we never forget to manifest good character and self-discipline, as these are facets of a true Laurentian. I would never forget the times when our basketball coach, Coach Gabs, would shout on the court the line, "Hindi tayo mayabang na player," whenever we get overly excited, which causes us to cross the line. Perhaps this is the very reason why every single Laurentian that has made the name for himself on the court remains humble despite achieving such great heights. Well-accepted athletes such as Renzo Subido, Gian Mamuyak, Arjun Melesio, and even the Ildefonso brothers have always remained grounded, notwithstanding the fame surrounding them. I'm truly grateful, as developing a strong foundation of morals is an advantage in whatever situation life may throw my way. Speaking of life's uncertainty, the spark of COVID-19 back in 2020 did not serve as a hindrance for the school in guiding its students to realize their potentials and enhance their skills. It merely served as a test, which proved to be subservient to LSM's commitment and tenacity. During this time, varsity training and PE classes were modified to adapt to online means. Amidst all the negativity surrounding the world, exercise became the medium to boost the students' morale. Personally, I cannot imagine how quarantine life would have been without the support of LSM Sports Development Office, as I needed every bit of stimulus to uplift my spirit. And I'm certain that my brothers would agree with me on this one. With all that said, it is a fact that I would not be in this situation without the undying support of our beloved school. So the next time that you look at my resume and wonder how I did it, always keep in mind that I would not be able to achieve all these without being a Laurentian. Because essentially, this is what the school has destined for each of its students. Just like a basketball game, you cannot succeed in life by yourself, as it requires a collective effort of formators who will lead you to the right path. And I am proud to say that Lourdes School of Mandaluyong is the right place to be in. Once again, I am Jedsel Gabriel Bilibunao, a brother and a Laurentian.
For the facilities, allow me to present Master Wayne Kagatin.
Hello? Hello po? Okay. Hello! Good morning and Pax at Bonum. I am Wayne Allen Arcagatin. I'm here to present the facilities that I have personally encountered and are fond of in our beloved Institute, Lourdes School of Mandaluyong. I feel like it has helped me and I'm sure all of the students here in LSM could attest that they have made a better and more fulfilling learning journey for them. Okay, let's start. So ano po yung una nating naiisip? The first thing that comes to mind when we think of things that we need as a student in school, the classrooms, di ba? Aside from, it being fully air conditioned, with TV and projectors mounted on the wall for a full educational experience, where do we usually do our work? Yes, the chairs. I would want to mention these chairs, especially because uh, these I feel like an educational experience should not only be efficient but also comfortable. So, Exhibit A, all reliable. Ito po ang nakasanayan ng mga students noon. 'Di ba? It works, but it's often too small or too heavy. So, just because something works, that does not mean it cannot be improved. Exhibit B. This is our new standard chair. Sleek, elegant, and ergonomic design. But okay, all jokes aside, they're comfortable enough for any one of our students. And for example, oh, there's a group activity, easily transportable, easily moved, and better for a learning experience. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Moving on. So let's say a class calls for a more interactive and immersive activities. Let's say you need to observe a banana leaf under a microscope. We have the science laboratories right there waiting, equipped with the updated pieces of technology needed to perform various experiments in every grade level. So I have personally used these and are going to use them actually on Tuesday for our science research. And I'm looking forward to using them because they are actually very fitting and very good for our means as students. So moving on. Uh, Syempre, who could forget the libraries where students can pick up a good reader to learn a few things, conduct some research, and just generally a great place to sit back and relax. We have three libraries on campus, specifically used by each department: the grade school, junior high, and senior high. Moving on, once students reach grade 8, they are given the choice to pick their respective electives. This is a subject in which they get to pick which one subject they want to learn throughout the years. We have business, electronics, drafting, and computer. To accommodate those, we have places such as the drafting room, computer laboratories, electronics room, and home economics laboratories, which are designated areas in order for students to learn these specific skills. Speaking of areas where we learn specific skills, we have the different sports areas. You know, we have the football field. If you're feeling fancy, the soccer field. We have our two gymnasiums, the Paxet Bonum Gym and the Padre Pio Gym, where sports such as basketball and volleyball are played. We also have our swimming pool area, which is free for Lordesians to use during weekends if it's not rented or there's no training slash competition. We also have the necessary equipment for other sports such as chess, badminton, and touch rugby. So maybe in sports, maybe singing, maybe dancing, maybe painting or others, I would say the Lordesian community is pretty talented. And facilities such as the music rooms, the art rooms, the IMC, the St. Clair Audiovisual Room helps us hone those talents. I can safely recommend these as good facilities as a talented person myself. No, just kidding. Lurdesians are able to express themselves through the arts with the help of these designated areas for developing each of their talents. Okay, now let us picture this. One of our students, oh no, got injured playing basketball. Where do we turn? Of course, to the clinic. Our renowned clinic and highly efficient clinic staff, especially as it was renovated this year, can and has helped many of us with any health related conundrums. The clinic is accessible to both grade school and high school students. Everyone say hi to Nurse Jonia, by the way. Moving on. Kung ang clinic naman po ang pang physical health, narito naman po ang guidance for the mental health of the Lordesians. It's always just nice to know that there's a place where people are open to listening to my thoughts at any time and are willing to help. Our guidance counselors are available for consultations and they are competitive in handling urgent cases and concerns. And finally, I would like to mention the communal areas, namely the Albacina Hall, the Brindisi Hall, the canteen, the high school, and grade school quadrangles, truly memorable areas where we hold events, gatherings, and celebrations. And a special mention, of course, is the St. Francis Church, where Laudicians deepen their faith formation. This is where major school events are held, like the monthly community masses, graduation, other liturgical events. So, I would just like to say, because we are given these resources and facilities we can use to our advantage, we can really excel in our schoolworks, perform well physically and mentally, and learn new lessons every day that we wouldn't have been able to otherwise. I am personally really thankful that this was all given to me, especially from a really young age as I grew as a student and as a person here. I had some of my best memories here, and I'll always be thankful for that. Thank you for listening, and Pax et Bonum.
Speaking of the St. Francis Church, please welcome Master Gianni Pancho for the spiritual activities.
Good morning and Pax et Bonum to everyone. Pax et Bonum to our dear parents who are still unaware. The translation: peace and all good. I am Master Gianni Pancho in the section of Grade 12 St. Francis of Assisi. So allow me to begin my talk by sharing with all of you what I had thought of a school was back then, or should I say before studying at LSM. So what were my preconceptions of school? What were my preconceived ideas of what a school should entail, how they ought to teach and educate their students? Well, to me, I had thought that a school was merely a place to learn, which is true to a certain degree. So, seeing as that the social outlook on a school is that students gather to be taught, they gather to be educated and to learn from. But as I look back, I wonder to myself, is that really it? Ayun lang ba yun? Like, it felt like something was missing, that there was more than just that. And I generally thought to myself that I had been overlooking something. And not to my surprise, I certainly was. And what I had been overlooking was the type of learning that schools ought to administer to their students. Now, at that time, academic and intellectual learnings the only or were the only things that I had in mind upon hearing the word school. So, kumbaga, I hear the word school and I immediately think of my assignments, my tasks, academics, the passing of knowledge, yata yata yata. I didn't take into account the development of a student's character, which is just as important. So to me, I have viewed school at that time as a gateway to finding a job, finding a career, and possibly making friends along the way. This is the overarching idea of what a school was to me at that time. But looking back at it now, I realized that my outlook on a school was very much narrow. It was very limiting in the sense na di naman ako pumasok dito para lang matuto mag-math. Di naman ako pumasok dito para lang matuto mag-science, English, whatever, etc., etc. So now, these preconceived ideas of mine, they have shifted for the better. I now think of a school as a place of inheritance. This doesn't pertain to academics alone and intellectual knowledge, but as well as the character and being of a student. What I didn't know at that time was how a school is not only a place to educate, but to nurture as well, to instill upon virtues and values that foster goodwill in the community. And LSM made me realize that studying in LSM. I would say that what makes Lourdes School of Mandaluyong stand out to me is its dedication and strong outlook on their students' spiritual formation, in honing, number one, a spirit of service orientation, meaning the willingness of students to be of service to others, to offer and share their God given talents, their gifts to those around them. Number two, a heart that upholds brotherhood, to promote inclusivity, to actually get to bond and interact with your fellow brothers. And I don't just pertain to classmates, schoolmates, your peers, or even teachers, but to those around you. Here in this school, we are taught that uh, everyone is a brother to all, that we are brothers to all. Uh, and so we value gospel brotherhood. It is actually one of our core values, and thus the saying, being a brother to all. Number three, a mind of humility. Now, I came to this school knowing that there are a lot of different people who exceed me talent wise. There are a lot of different people who are better than me. Let's say in terms of academics, in terms of sports, in terms of what I'm interested in, my hobbies. I came into this school knowing that I wasn't going to do the best. But it shocked me to know or to witness that never has it once been rubbed into my face that I am not enough or that I am bad at something. Certainly, there are, or naturally, there are students who display their, or they showcase their talents, and it never comes off as uh, off-putting, or it never gives the impression that I am not able to do that. Here in this school, students value humility, and they live by it. They actually manifest it, and they uh, exert it in their deeds, their thoughts, and in their efforts. Now, in my experience, this school has always generated projects, events, and activities for their students, which promote inclusivity and camaraderie. This in turn allows students to actually establish bonds with one another and come together as one community, rather than just students sticking to who they know, sticking to their classmates, sticking to people who they have similar interest in. No, this school actually fosters an environment wherein the students get to interact with one another and deepen their sense of brotherhood with one another. So allow me to just share my brief experiences when I was a new student. So it may not seem like it, but I would say that I was not the same student as I was before. I would like to think that there has some development. There has been some development in my character, and I hope my fellow teachers can attest to that. Hee. So to shed a little bit of light, I was a new student in LSM where in my ninth year of high school. I'm currently grade 12, so that's 3 years. So I came from my home province of Cebu, and naturally, the culture shock was very much overwhelming for me, considering at that time I was even struggling enough as it is to speak and understand Tagalog. I was very timid and shy at that time. I had absolutely no desire whatsoever to get into unnecessary or extracurricular affiliations which would require my service or which would require my operations or whatnot. So in a sense, I was in a sense I was closed off to being service oriented. But this school, it actually teaches you to become service oriented, to offer your talents, your gifts and services. Here, I now stand in front of you, or should I say, sitting in front of you through a screen, uh, as a student of many extracurricular affiliations, a student who is very much willing to lay down their talents, their gifts bestowed to me by God, of course. So, not too many people know of this, pero I was actually scared to go into this school at first. I didn't know anyone. I didn't have the accustomed means to communicate with them either. I was scared that I wouldn't fit in. But surprisingly enough, I fit in. And it didn't take a long time to do that. Uh, I could really and genuinely sense yung brotherhood that this school tend or aims to administer to their students. Uh, so for that, I was really grateful for this school and for my classmates as well. I was also shocked to witness, however, that the school's sense of forming social action among their students is just as important and given as much importance to that of academics, maybe even more than that. I got to realize this in my first year of studying at LSM alone. Now, if you were to ask me, dear parents, I'm very much grateful for not just my classmate, but this school's philosophy as well. Dear parents, again, if you were to ask me, I can very much attest to this school's legitimacy, the school's dedication, their sincerity in carrying out what they believe in and what they say. Now, admittedly, this is kind of embarrassing to say, but someday in the near future, I would also want to stand tall and just as those displayed in the opening video segment, to stand tall and utter those words. I am a Laudisian. Aside from Lourdes School of Mandaluyong, there is no other school that I would have rather spent my high school years on. And I mean that with my utmost sincerity. I am a Laudisian and will always be, now and forever. Thank you and Paxet Bon.
Thank you, dear gentlemen and educators, for being part of the Laudisian joyful journey. LSM thus put mindful efforts to equip our students in facing the challenges of the 21st century so that they may fulfill their social responsibilities as global citizens. Beyond academic learning and acquisition of high-order thinking skills, Laudisian character and values are deeply manifested in all their undertakings as they become effective communicators, competent collaborators, intelligent risk-takers, critical thinkers, and empowered citizens of our society. To be one with us in this mission in forming your sons to become fully integrated Christian persons, Mrs. Julie Ann J. Takgos, our school registrar, will now discuss admission requirements, scholarship grants, and other enrollment reminders.
Good morning, everyone, and Paxet Bonum. I am Mrs. Julie Ann J. Takgos, the school registrar. Allow me to share with you some reminders and announcement about our admission and enrollment. The content of my presentation is the following: overview of the admission procedure, scholarship offerings of the school, important dates to remember, and the Office of the Registrar's contact details. Let's proceed with the overview of the admission procedure. First is the submission of the requirements. The list of the admission requirements is published via our website at lsm.edu.ph. Or you may inquire via email or text message us or phone call. Then later I will be showing you a slide about our contact details. Once the requirements are available, you may submit the hard copies personally at the office, or you may digitalize all the requirements and submit them online via email. I believe most of the participants here are communicating with me already via the registrar's email. The submitted requirements are subject for review, and once verified, grades 4 to 11 applicants are for a scheduled interview. We have two modalities for our interview, which can be face-to-face or online interview via Zoom. This will depend on the situation of the applicant. However, we encourage the applicants to have a face-to-face interview. With this, you can visit and see our beloved school, and we can get to know you more personally. And again, the interview is for grades 4 to 11 applicants only. Next is the entrance examination for grades 1 to 11 applicants. Grades 4 to 11 will proceed with the exam after the interview. Our examination is also available online or face-to-face. The details about the exam will be communicated by the Office of the Registrar. For kinder applicants, we will be asking you to accomplish the Early Childhood Development Checklist. This is for profiling the growth and development of your son. This form also is endorsed to our psychometrician for review. The acceptance letter will be given once feedback is received from our psychometrician. Details about the reservation fee will be included in the acceptance letter. The reservation will confirm your intent to enroll your son for the school year 2023-2024. And also, this guarantees your son a slot in his batch. Our enrollment will be available on May 29, 2023. You may proceed with the enrollment once the final card is submitted. We will be communicating with you the details of the enrollment around this time. And Lourdes School offers scholarships and discounts. The Educational Service Contracting, or ESC, is applicable for grades 7 to 10, and applications should be made in grade 7. Then senior high school voucher for grades 11 to 12. The ESC, or Educational Service Contracting, and senior high school vouchers are subsidies given by the government for students enrolled in private schools. We also have academic scholarship for the top 1 and top 2 ranks of new students from their previous school. We also have sports scholarship. And the sibling discounts, or the brothers discount, this is for second brother up to the 6th brother enrolled in Lourdes School. Also, we have the community discount. This is available for new students residing around the vicinity of the school, or with parents' working place is around the vicinity of the school. For more details about the scholarship offerings, please feel free to inquire in the registrar's office. For announcements, admission for the school year 2023-2024 is now ongoing. And again, enrollment starts on May 29, 2023. The requirement for new students is the final report card. We will have a pre-opening activity for students on July 7, 2023. This is to prepare our boys and young gentlemen prior to the start of the official classes. Parents' orientation is on July 22, 2023. Lastly, the opening of classes for grades 1 to 12 is on July 24, 2023. And for kinder is on August 1, 2023. We would like to hear from you. Here is the Office of the Registrar's contact details and information. And please feel free to communicate with us your inquiries and any concerns with regards to the admission of your sons. May we suggest taking a screenshot or photo of the slide for your reference. So for our email address, it's lsmregistrar@lsm.edu.ph. And we also have a mobile phone number, 0917-145-756, or LSM1. And then for the landline number, it's 8633-9443. Our office schedule is Monday to Friday at 7:30 a.m. to 12 noon. We observe lunch break, and we will resume at 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. That's all. Thank you, and we look forward for assisting you with an admission of your sons. Have a great day ahead, Paxet Bolu.
Thank you, Miss Julie. And there you have it. At this point, some of you might have questions and are already interested in being our partners. Please do save them all for later, because we will now proceed to our breakout rooms. A Hey link will be provided at the chat box, so you will be guided accordingly. All the participants will be asked to visit the breakout room assigned to your son's grade level. Breakout room number 1 will be for kinder, number 2 will be for grade school, and number 3 will be for junior high school. And last but not least, breakout room number 4 will be for senior high school. Each breakout room will have a presenter and facilitator who will present an overview of the academic programs. All questions may be addressed there. We will give the cue once we have opened the breakout rooms. If you have concerns in joining the breakout rooms, please let us know so that we can help you. With that, thank you so much, our dear parents of future Lourdesians. It has been a pleasure being with you this morning, and we will see you all in the breakout room. This has been Sir Mike, the Senior High School Guidance Counselor, Photography Club Moderator, Volleyball Coach, but above all, at the heart of it all, also a proud Lourdesian. Thank you, and Paxet Bonum. See you all at the breakout rooms.
LSM as an institution administered by the Capuchins inspired me to service. Every year, we were told again and again of the story of the life of Saint Francis of Assisi. His virtues of simplicity, poverty, love for creation, love for the poor, holiness, and total surrender to God were instilled in us. We were given opportunities to live out these values. There were activities on taking care of the environment. There were immersion and reach-out programs with the less fortunate. We were encouraged to take active part in community services. I could proudly say that much of who I was when I entered the seminary and who I am now as a priest, I owe to my formative years in LSM. LSM equipped my mind with knowledge, formed my heart to love God, and prepared my hands to serve others. This is what integral human and Christian formation means. And for this, I will forever be grateful to LSM.
If I would describe how Laudisian education helped me become the person that I am today, this is how I would describe it. Becoming a man of excellence and character. LSM helped me grow as a person. LSM constantly challenged me to pursue excellence, inspired me to dream big, and to work hard for it. And in the journey, in the process, LSM reminded me to stay grounded, to remain humble, to stay grateful, and to always be on the lookout for people who might be needing my help. And I know it may sound cliche and something that you might have already read in the school's letters, but all those school activities like the intramurals, kantahan, the field demos, all those formation activities like the recollection, the retreat, the outreach program, when I truly reflect on my experiences, they all help to shape the person that I am today. I also encourage you to share your appreciation and your gratitude to the people around you. Let's thank our teachers, the school staff, our friends, our family, our parents for everything that they've done for us, especially in this very challenging situation. They've been there for us, and this time around, let's be there for them. Let's make them feel appreciated, make them feel loved. As we continue our journey towards becoming men of excellence and character, May we never forget the people who have been with us in this journey and who made this journey count. My dear fellow Ludicians, continue flying high, but always remember to stay grounded. Thank you and Pax et Bonum.
Capuchin, Franciscan, Marian, Catholic, Filipino. This is Lourdes School of Mandaluyong. Lourdes School of Mandaluyong was established in 1959 as a fruit of the missionary zeal of Capuchin friars in the Philippines. Ever since, Lourdes School has been unwavering in providing for boys exceptional Catholic education infused by Capuchin and Franciscan spirituality, thereby forming them as men of holiness, excellence, and character who are brothers to all. Lourdes School continues its legacy of being a seedbed for authentic, exemplary, and lifelong Christian gentlemen. The school provides a conducive environment for the integral development of the Lourdesian master, the student being taught and formed to be a master over himself in order to become like Christ. The masters are guided by the Lourdesian Creed to become men of peace and to be devoted sons of the Blessed Virgin, to be brothers to all and stewards of creation, to be morally guided citizens who are proactive in social development. The Lourdesian master is a brother to Christ and a soldier of God. The Creed eloquently expresses the marrow of Lourdesian identity and is a timeless guide for Lourdesians in their thoughts, words, and deeds. Here at Lourdes School, the masters build a community of fraternal charity, forming enduring bonds of brotherhood rooted in gospel values, where they nourish and strengthen simplicity, minority, and charity in mind, heart, and lifestyle. And as we pursue excellence, insight, and wisdom together in the light of faith, hope, and love, the brothers learn grit and joy as they personally discover the marvelous source of all true strength and success, ever becoming like Christ. Welcome to our joyful journey, Pax et Bonum.
Good day to you all. I am Jeremy Lantin, a STEM student from the class of grade 11 Blessed Maria of Manila. After almost 12 years of being a student in this institution, I can say that I have been molded into the person I am today. And one aspect of school life that is essential to the individual's development of their identity, passion, and character is its extracurricular activities. And Lourdes School of Mandaluyong offers just that. In its mission of forming men of excellence and character, the school offers several opportunities for its students to find their passions, improve on their skill sets, and unlock their potentials. It offers a wide range of interest clubs, sports varsities, and school organizations, and even opportunities for showcase of talents and skills throughout of school and at times international competitions. I, for one, am currently a member of the Lourdesian Film Circle Club, post-production staff in the Lourdes Loop, the social media team, a member of the Science Honor Circle, assistant editor-in-chief in The Link, the official school publication, and was formerly the junior high school president of the student government, the Supreme Student Council. I was also able to participate in a number of out-of-school programs and even international contests, one of which is the University of the Philippines Return on Investment Case Competition and UTELARA, an international case study contest wherein I competed with students from Indonesia and Thailand and bagged the Most Creative Solution Award. These activities greatly helped me in the discovery of my own identity and personality. My leadership roles in several organizations in particular were some of the most character-building experiences I had the honor to be a part of. It helped me find my passions, improve on my strengths and weaknesses, and learn to work with others. Not to mention, I was also able to apply all that I have learned from these extracurriculars and boost my academic performance. Here in LSM, rest assured, your sons will be able to explore their interests and express themselves fully. Whether he be a man of sports, a man of literacy, or a Christian leader, Lourdes School of Mandaluyong is the best partner for your child's development.
Good
Michael Jordan, one of the all-time greatest NBA players, once said, "Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion." A pleasant day to you all, Pax et Bonum. I'm Jedsel Gabriel Bilibunao, a grade 11 ABM student of Lourdes School of Mandaluyong. Many of my peers, and even formators in school, know me for being that student who does it all. I'm the creative and human resource head of the Lourdes Loop, the official communications organization of the school, the photography head of the Link, LSM's official publication, and a member of the Business Honors Circle. As shocking as it may seem, I'm fortunate to carry all these whilst being a student with high honors and a player of the Lourdes School basketball team. With all that said, managing the said responsibilities is no easy task, as it calls for sacrifice, perseverance, and strong faith in God. I am more than blessed to have a school that empowers me to go beyond the limitations that I have set for myself, ultimately leading me to achieving my full potential. To be completely honest, all my achievements can be attributed to how LSM has formed its students to be men of excellence and character on and off the court. Being a member of the LSM Griffins does not only allow me to develop my skills in basketball, as it also serves as a platform to hone the value of Franciscan brotherhood and minority in the form of virtues such as joy, peace, simplicity, and humility. This is the differentiating factor that separates a Laurentian athlete from others. Indeed, competitiveness is still burning in our hearts, and it truly translates into our game. But we never forget to manifest good character and self-discipline, as these are facets of a true Laurentian. I would never forget the times when our basketball coach, Coach Gabs, would shout on the court the line, "Hindi tayo mayabang na player," whenever we get overly excited, which causes us to cross the line. Perhaps this is the very reason why every single Laurentian that has made the name for himself on the court remains humble despite achieving such great heights. Well-accepted athletes such as Renzo Subido, Gian Mamuyak, Arjun Melesio, and even the Ildefonso brothers have always remained grounded, notwithstanding the fame surrounding them. I'm truly grateful, as developing a strong foundation of morals is an advantage in whatever situation life may throw my way. Speaking of life's uncertainty, the spark of COVID-19 back in 2020 did not serve as a hindrance for the school in guiding its students to realize their potentials and enhance their skills. It merely served as a test, which proved to be subservient to LSM's commitment and tenacity. During this time, varsity training and PE classes were modified to adapt to online means. Amidst all the negativity surrounding the world, exercise became the medium to boost the students' morale. Personally, I cannot imagine how quarantine life would have been without the support of LSM Sports Development Office, as I needed every bit of stimulus to uplift my spirit. And I'm certain that my brothers would agree with me on this one. With all that said, it is a fact that I would not be in this situation without the undying support of our beloved school. So the next time that you look at my resume and wonder how I did it, always keep in mind that I would not be able to achieve all these without being a Laurentian. Because essentially, this is what the school has destined for each of its students. Just like a basketball game, You cannot succeed in life by yourself, as it requires a collective effort of formators who will lead you to the right path. And I am proud to say that Lourdes School of Mandaluyong is the right place to be in. Once again, I am Jensel Gabriel Bilibuno, a brother and a Lourdesian.
From the hallowed halls of this humble institution walk countless young boys who grew into gentlemen, masters of their fate and captains of their destiny, raised in faith and Franciscan humility, tempered with academic integrity. They are sons of Lourdes.
I am a Lourdesian.
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 Values are what makes a man. These are the values that make up a Lourdesian.
I am a Christian.
I am a Christian. I am a Christian. I am a Christian.
Christ is my life, the Holy Spirit my light.
I love God with my whole mind, with my whole heart, and my whole strength. And I love my neighbor as myself.
I am a child of the Blessed Virgin Mary.
I am a child of the Blessed Virgin Mary.
I am a child of the Blessed Virgin Mary.
Mary is the model of my faith,
and my love for her is seen in my life
of simplicity,
humility,
and obedience.
I am a Franciscan in spirit.
I'm a Franciscan in spirit.
I am a Franciscan in spirit.
I am a Franciscan in spirit.
The Holy Eucharist and the Word of God
Help me live the Franciscan values
of joy,
peace, service,
and brotherhood with all of God's creation.
I am a man of truth.
I am a man of truth.
I am a man of truth.
I'm a man of truth.
I am honest to myself and to others.
I am honest to myself and to others.
I accept and share my God-given talents.
I acknowledge my own limitations and weaknesses.
I am a free human person.
I'm a free human person.
I am a free human person.
I'm a free human person.
I am a free human person.
I make free choices
and responsible decisions
according to what God wants me to do.
I am a community builder.
I am a community builder.
I am a community builder.
a steward at the service of others,
A steward at the service of others, and a sign of salvation to all.
I am a peacemaker.
I am a peacemaker.
I am a peacemaker.
I am committed to promote unity and fraternity.
Justice and mercy.
Understanding goodwill among men and the whole of creation.
I am a Filipino.
I am a Filipino.
I am a Filipino.
I am a Filipino.
I am a Filipino. I love my country.
I am committed
I am committed
to be proactive and responsive
to national and global needs.
This is the creed we live by. Not just words, but a way of life. For I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian. I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian. I am a Lourdesian and proud to be a Lourdesian. I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian. I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian. I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian. I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian. I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
I am a Lourdesian.
We are sons of Lourdes.
Amidst the majestic skyscrapers along Shaw Boulevard, Ortigas Center, stands a meek yet sturdy foundation of holistic Catholic, Filipino, Marian, and Capuchin Franciscan education.
This is our beloved Lourdes School of Mandaluyong. Established by the Order of Friar Minor Capuchin in 1959, this haven of Christian brotherhood and love has brought forth from her womb countless Christian leaders who are now productive members of our society.
Our vision, to be a Christian community of service, preserving the value of quality Catholic education, as manifested in the virtues of fully integrated Christian persons. I am a Rhodesian, and this is my creed.